Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on this channel. In today's video we will be discussing Operation Black Thunderstorm, also known as Swat Valley cleansing, which was conducted by Pakistan Army. So without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. Operation Black Thunderstorm, or Swat Valley cleansing, was an ongoing military operation in the Swat Valley in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. The operation began on the 15th of May, 2007. When the Pakistani security forces took control of the main town of Swat in an attempt to stop rising Islamic fundamentalism in the region. You see, the valley had become a hub for Islamic extremists, and they were becoming a threat to the local population. Not only that, but these extremists had even started attacking security forces. Therefore, the decision to launch an operation was taken. The Pakistani Army conducted the operation in two phases. First phase was from the 15th of May 2007 to the 29th of August 2007. Second phase was from the 28th of October 2009 to the 13th of December 2009. During the first phase of the operation, Pakistani security forces took control of main towns of Swat. However, the militants retreated into the mountainous regions of the valley. The security forces then began searching for the militants in the villages. As the security forces advanced, the militants attacked them with improvised explosive devices, roadside bombs, and suicide attacks. In response, the Pakistani Army conducted airstrikes on militant positions. By mid-July 2007, the security forces had taken control of most of the Swat Valley. However, the militants continued to launch attacks. On 29th of August 2007, the Pakistan government declared a ceasefire with the militants. The ceasefire was broken on 28th of October 2009 when the militants attacked a security forces convoy. This led to the second phase of Black Thunderstorm operation. During the second phase of the operation, the security forces faced stiff resistance from the militants. The militants were well entrenched in the mountains and were using the terrain to their advantage. The security forces had to clear several hundred square kilometers of mountainous terrain. They carried out search operations in villages and also conducted airstrikes on militant positions. Despite the stiff resistance, the security forces made steady progress. By the end of November 2009, they had cleared most of the Swat Valley of militants. On the 13th of December 2009, the Pakistan Army declared that it had defeated the militants in Swat Valley. So what were the aims of the operation? The main aim of the operation was to eliminate the threat of Islamic extremism in the Swat Valley. The valley had become a hub for Islamic extremists, who were launching attacks on the local population and security forces. The operation was also aimed at restoring peace and order in the valley. The rising lawlessness had made life difficult for the people of Swat. They could not go about their daily activities without fear of being attacked. The operation was also aimed at providing relief to the internally displaced persons. Thousands of people had been forced to flee their homes due to the conflict. The operation was meant to create conditions for their safe return. What were the challenges faced during the operation? The security forces faced many challenges during the operation. The militants were well entrenched in the mountains and were using the terrain to their advantage. The security forces had to clear several hundred square kilometers of mountainous terrain. The militants were also using hit-and-run tactics, making them difficult to target. Despite these challenges, the security forces made steady progress and eventually cleared the Swat Valley of militants. What were the international reactions to the operation? The international community broadly supported the operation. The United Nations Security Council welcomed the operation and called for the militants to lay down their arms. The United States and the European Union also expressed support for the operation. Some international media outlets criticized the operation, particularly the use of airstrikes on militant positions. However, the criticism was muted given the scale of the problem. So what was the legacy of the operation? Operation Black Thunderstorm was a major victory for the Pakistani security forces. It showed that they were capable of conducting complex operations in a difficult terrain. The operation also demonstrated the resolve of the Pakistani government to fight Islamic extremism. In the years since the operation, the Pakistani security forces have continued to fight Islamic extremists throughout the country. So that was all for today's video. If you found the video interesting, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Your feedback is highly appreciated. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, peace out.